Next, let's queer up the USA view. The Smithsonian Museums canceled drag shows for June Pride Month because of GOP opposition. Despite recent reports suggesting the institution would no longer host drag shows due to Republican complaints, the Smithsonian is setting the record straight. During a hearing on December 12th, U.S. Rep. Stephanie Bice questioned Smithsonian leader Lonnie Bunch about the appropriateness of drag shows for children, prompting Bunch to say, quote, "I'm surprised, and I will look into that," end quote. Investigations by the New Republic revealed no drag shows scheduled at any Smithsonian venue for 2024, marking the first Pride Month without such events in over 5 years. To which a Smithsonian spokesperson clarified that the organization is actively working to plan LGBTQ+ events for the month, potentially including drag performances. However, the controversy deepened as reports surfaced of canceled drag events with drag queen Pattie Gonia, sharing her experience of having a show abruptly canceled after months of preparation. According to the spokesperson, recent events featuring drag performances didn't materialize due to insufficient funding for the entire program, rather than any issues with specific shows or content. The Smithsonian Institution is known for its vast network of museums and research centers. Its LGBTQ+ advocacy group, the Smithsonian Pride Alliance, recently expressed concerns due to Smithsonian leader Bunch's following his remarks about drag performances in December, highlighting the importance of drag as a form of self-expression and art and its significant contribution to American culture. Queer News Tonight will follow this story leading up to June Pride Month. So I had the honor and privilege of interviewing Lonnie Bunch when he was the president of the Chicago History Museum in the early 2000s. And that museum had and continues to have a welcoming relationship with the LGBTQ+ community. I think the key phrase in the story here, though, is Republican complaints.
Yeah.
Because in the same way they've been going after NPR for years and public broadcasting, Bice from Oklahoma and her crooked cronies have found something new to bitch about. They're just not happy unless they're bitching.
And you know, for me, drag is really an art form. It's an art
Speak
form.
on it.
And you know, people will take their kids to a football game and allow them to see cheerleaders with hardly any clothes on, and that's not inappropriate. You see these drag performers that put so much work into it, and it's entertainment. It's not, I mean, you know, it's not pornography. They're trying to make it out to be.
Right, of course. It's almost like the same thing with wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Like they take young kids to wrestling matches and the guys are in, you know,
Speedos, right.
the women are, you know, objectified and it's highly sexualized, but, you know, you turn around and a drag queen's reading a children's book by a gay author to a crowd of people who signed up to be there, by the way, you know, bought tickets to be there. They're not being forced, you know, against their will. And that's an issue. So I'm really interested to follow this story. I have to be honest, I had no idea that the Smithsonian Museums even hosted any sort of drag events. So I was kind of happy to find that out in the sad of this as well. So I agree with you, Greg. I think it's just they need something to bitch about. So we'll see what happens in a few, right?
Yeah. I just feel that like trans and the drag queen community, we're just being used as the political wedge right now. And
in so many different lights.
Yeah, in so many ways.
So many lights and situations. And this won't even be the last article we spotlight about it tonight. So,